Hi guys, my name is Megan and today I've got my March wrap up for you. Alright, so March has been a really good reading month. Also, wanted to give a little birthday shout out to my sister. Her birthday's at the end of the month. So happy birthday, Amber. Let's go ahead and dive into everything that I read this month. Alright, so the first book that I finished this month was The Golden Raven. This is honestly my favorite book that I've read all year so far. This is book 5 in the All for the Game series, but it's also the second book in the second trilogy following Jean and Jeremy. This one I cried at least twice. And it was just like an emotional roller coaster, and I don't want to give too much away because if you haven't read All for the Game yet and you really want to, this one is a tearjerker. But yeah, this one got a solid 5 out of 5 stars. Would highly recommend this series. Please check trigger warnings before diving into this series. Next up, I finished That Time I Got Drunk and Saved a Human. This was really sweet, and it was following Dante and Cherry, and Dante is one of my favorite side characters from the first 2 books, and Cherry was just a delight, and I kind of liked that there are maybe plans for another book in the series at some point, or a new adventure. But yeah, this was really sweet, and just like, this is a fantasy book that doesn't take itself too seriously, and it was so much fun. It's got a 5 out of 5 stars. I would highly recommend this series. It's so much fun. Next up, I finished Family and Felonies. This is a book of short stories set in the Necessary Evils series, which is one of my all-time favorite series at this point. Each of the individual little short stories are so much fun. All of these are from Ollie James's Patreon, and I'm really hoping there's another book because she has so much extra content for this series and its spin-off series. This got a 4.5 out of 5 stars. My only thing is I wish that there was another story about Archer and Mac in here. Otherwise, this was just really fun. This got a 4.5 out of 5 stars. Then I finished Mr. Villain's Day Off Volume 2. This was just really sweet and fun, and I love that we followed Mr. Villain as he was just kind of going about his day, and he kind of ran into some different things. We got a little bit of a holiday in there. We got Mr. Villain helping with Christmas. We got him talking to some spirits of some trees at a local park. And of course, him trying all of the panda treats that he can get. This got a 4 out of 5 stars. This was so cute, and I can't wait for Volume 3. Next up, I finished Alpha Dragon's Fair. This was really funny. I love this series. It's an Omegaverse series that doesn't take itself too seriously, and it's got like a Bachelor-style dating show following these 7 dragon brothers as they find their fated mates on this TV show. It's hilarious, and honestly, it's just something really fun to get lost in for a while, you know, dealing with all the political stuff going on at the moment. Yeah, this was really cute and fun. This got a 4 out of 5 stars, and I'm really excited for the next book. Next up, I finished Brutal Titan. This is the second book in the North Shore Titan series. This was so much fun. This immediately hooked my attention. This is following Killian, who's kind of the golden child captain of the South Shore Serpents, and it's also following Jackson Reed, who is the kind of one of the bad boys of the North Shore Titans, and they are very hardcore enemies to lovers. They are beating each other up when all of a sudden something happens and they realize maybe my feelings for this person are more than I think they are, and it's kind of a mutual bisexual awakening, and it's so much fun. They are kind of unhinged, and I love them for it, and it was very toxic, but also, like, they were so sweet together. They're like Sour Patch Kids, and I loved it. Loved this book. This is by far my favorite in this series so far. This got a solid 4 out of 5 stars, and I'm really looking forward to diving into the rest of the series, which leads into the next book that I finished, which is A Merry Brutal Christmas. This is a short story set in the North Shore Titans hockey series. This is also following Killian and Jackson as they are getting together for a Christmas celebration with both of their families, and they have some shenanigans that they're getting into, and it was really fun. It was hilarious, and like the trolling that the parents did to them after like things happened was so good. This one just had me laughing the entire time I was reading it. This also got a 4 out of 5 stars, and it kind of cemented the fact that I'm really interested in this series. So, and then we're on to the books that I'm currently reading as of filming this video. The first of which is You Can't Spell Treason Without Tea. This is such a good, cozy fantasy that doesn't really take itself too seriously, and Reyna and Kiampi are some of my favorite characters at the moment because they just want to live their life in peace and have their little bookstore and tea shop, and their community is rallying around them, and like there's some dragon nonsense happening, and I love it. Honestly, this is heading for at least a 4-star, maybe 4.5, 5 stars at this point. The other book that I'm currently reading as of filming this video is The Flowered Blade. This is a book that I'm reading for the Trans Rights Readathon, which is going through the 31st of March. So this is following a trans elf prince as he is taken hostage by an orc chief and being held hostage until like there's some negotiation with like taxes or something. And I'm here for it so far. It's really good. It's definitely like an enemies to lovers, close proximity romance. And if anybody's interested in more about the Trans Rights Readathon, I will leave some links down below. I will also be leaving a link to the charity that I'm donating to down below. It's the Foxhole Fund, and this charity came about because of a love for the All for the Game book series, and it is dedicated to helping trans and non-binary people get access to gender-affirming care items and help with surgery funds and that kind of thing, so I will leave a link to them down below. And then the last book I'm going to get in before the end of the month is The Bakery Dragon. Haven't gotten to it yet, but it will definitely be one of the last books I get to for the month, and I'm really excited for it. So those are all the books that I read this month. My favorites were definitely The Golden Raven. It was so good, and like it just broke my heart, put it back together, and kind of maybe stomped on it just a little bit for good measure. What did you guys read for March? Let me know down below. If you guys like this video, don't forget the like button. If you haven't already but would like to, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And if you'd like to follow me on social media for more bookish stuff, check out the links down below. Alrighty, bye guys.